Hey guys, my voice is a little sore, but I'll try to get through this. I usually don't do movie reviews unless I see them in theaters, but I feel like I have to do this one since I enjoyed the movie Amazing Spider-Man 2, but apparently people do not like it. I know, shocker. Uh, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm not calling, well, I am putting on my top 10 list out of the 30 films I've seen, but it's like number 10 or something. Um, I hope if I ever see Transformers 4 or any Michael Bay film, I hope I dislike it. At least then I could tell the difference between a good action movie and a bad action movie. But, well, I'll go through, like, point by point, people's problems. Um, let's see. Like, if anything was disrespectful to the comics, I haven't seen the comics. I haven't read the comics, so. But let's do the first thing. Oh, it's not well written. And before I say anything, I like the Raimi Spider-Mans. But like, oh, it's not well written. Oh yeah, because every line in the Raimi Spider-Mans are crafted with elegant care. Like you look, Aunt May, is that an angel? Or it's you and, are you in or out? It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind. Yeah, those are, crafted. What else? Electro is, like, Electro and the Rhino are, like, comic reliefs. Oh, yeah! I forgot to tell you, it's a comic book. Yeah, I'm judging this as a movie and not like, oh, it's disrespectful to the comics. But I understand if there's comic, and it's not like a full-on comedy. I understand if there's over the top. Name me one villain in any, not just Marvel, in any name any movie, any superhero movie in which there wasn't at least one over the top villain. Like, the closest I could come to is Lex Luthor. I don't know if the first Superman had any over the top villains. Well, I guess you could say Zod, but I mean, it's not like a comic. But even like the Joker, even like DC movies. Yeah, so I could give it a pass when there are more comic moments. And I liked Jamie Foxx's Electro much more than him as an actual comic relief, as Max Dillon or whatever the character's name was. Because that is a comic relief. Like, here's the glasses, he's like, oh no, nerdy. But I don't find him that comic reliefy as Electro. Yeah, he has a couple puns or whatever. People are like, his motivation isn't, his motivation isn't strong enough, or I forgot how they worded it, but actually, the only problem I have is why he's fighting, oh no, they explain, because they're like Spider-Man is like, when he's first introduced as Electro, he's like, I know you don't want to do this, or like, you're scared, so bam, he doesn't actually want to be, that's why he has no, motivation, because he doesn't want to even, he tries to just be friendly, and then when someone shoots at him, yeah, he gets mad. I get mad if someone shot at me. It's like, people are like, oh, it's a full-on comedy. I'm like, did we watch the same movie? Like, I don't know if it was, like, disrespectful, like, they only gave Rhino 2 minutes. I haven't read the comics. I don't know how much, of this is, true. The ending is a little bit of a cop-out, like, the way end, like, with, like, the kid. Like, I thought it was, okay, meh at best, just the ending part. People like, it was too, well, I can't really blame too long. I'm the one that thinks, like a movie that goes over 2 hours is too long, even though that's the average running time of a movie. Like, I thought Guardians was too long, and there was so much not needed, and I still like Guardians. Oh, no, I don't. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I don't like it. Guardians is better, though. Like, I could tell the difference if, like, like, I could tell the difference between a good movie based on, like, I don't like the Avengers, but I like Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's not just, like, I give every movie a pass. The reason I don't like the Avengers, like, the reason I like Guardians and not Avengers, I've said, is because, like, the Avengers really did not have to try. And stop acting like it did. If you haven't read the comics, if you have read the comics, you'll automatically love it. It's just like, oh, remember these characters? You've read the comics. It's just like a whole cameo-filled movie, so you have to like cameos. At least with Guardians, the only people that have actually read it are probably like diehard Marvel or comic book fans, but like the mainstream audience, even like the mainstream audience has read Avengers. Well, more than Guardians. So Guardians at least had to try and give a backstory. Avengers seemed like it was just like the Avengers banter. Like, remember, this character has this type of character type because it's in the comics. Remember the comics? No, I don't remember the comics, so don't. You're pretty much winking at the. I'm not making any sense. You're pretty. Whatever, I'm getting off topic. Overall, I give Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, like, even, Spider-Man, like, I like all Spider-Mans, even Spider-Man 3. I haven't seen Amazing Spider-Man 1. Even Spider-Man 3, at least, I mean, at least they gave him a personality. It may have been a jerky personality, but at least it was something other than dopey Peter Parker from the first, movie. I'm making it seem like I don't like the Spider-Man movies. I like the Raimi ones. Like, just because, like, oh, this was my main point. I don't know if I said it, but it was like, why is it fine in the Raimi Spider-Mans if it's over the top? Like, there really is no difference between over the top and, like, wait, what was it? There's a difference between campy and funny. Not really. Campy is like a form of humor. But yeah, how come it's fine in the Raimi movies? Like, is it just because they keep the same campy tone the whole time? I don't know. Silly is silly. It's just because you don't like the movie doesn't. Whatever. I mean, I guess I could understand why people. The only people I think that wouldn't like Amazing Spider-Man 2 are the people that don't like Spider-Man. Because. And I asked, like, I said, like, why don't you people not like Amazing Spider-Man 2? Someone's like, Gwen Stacy and, Peter Parker's, chemistry or whatever, their relationship is so cheesy. I'm like, no, they have adorable chemistry. They make me use the word adorable. That's a line taken out of, Nostalgia Critic, Old versus New. So, yeah. Don't know why people don't like Amazing Spider-Man 2. Unless if their only reason is, like, I don't get, like, I haven't seen Man of Steel either, and I've said before, I'll clarify, I have not seen it. Even if I didn't like it, whether or not I don't get how people could put this on their, something like Man of Steel and say it's, like, the worst movie of the year, or, like, I know someone that put Amazing Spider-Man. Anyone that puts a comic book movie as their worst movie of the year, they're real, unless it's like Transformers. Was that a comic? No, it was a cartoon. I feel like it was a comic. See, this is my comic knowledge. That's how much I know. Unless it's like that, like where it's actually bad. Haven't seen them though. I'll probably end up liking them. I don't get how you could put a comic. It's pretty much your only excuse if you put a comic book movie as the worst movie. It's like, well, in the comics, this happened. It's like, newsflash, it's an adaptation. Not everything is the exact same to the comic. So, I just realized, did I say that before? I just realized how close I am to the camera. It's a new iPad, I've said in my last video, so the mic's better. Whatever. I've rambled. Everyone's just gonna, like, leave comments or not watch this video and say, oh, you're wrong. And, like, just say the same two reasons they had about, like, it's either too campy or the villains weren't fleshed out. And that's why I hate the movie. Nothing about the story or anything, just I don't like this one character, or these two characters. Or it was, comic book movie was too comic. Bye.